That's right, bitch. We're back.
Bitch, what up? Everyone, Sin just called our audio engineer.
I absolutely did not.
Yep,
He's lying. I
did it right before.
I said Rich.
We heard you. Oh, man. Well,
okay, what a start.
All right. Well, welcome back to the Cynema here on Soundbooth Theater Live. We are live.
Okay, Rich.
See?
I promise
And,
I did not say that. Don't believe them.
And yeah, we're here to review some more movies in honor of some more Soundbooth Theater releases. So, what is our list for today? We have The Witches of Eastwick as a tribute to Homesteader Hearth Witch, which is that released on our platform yet, or is that coming up?
No, not yet. It's going to be. I believe book 1 comes out next week.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
How fun.
So that's a cozy fantasy with witches, of course, narrated by Rebecca Brokaw Sands. And who's the author on that one?
Oh, I don't know.
Hold on, I do know. Jeez.
While Sin is fact-checking us, we also have The Fly today, which is in honor of Chrysalis number 7. How exciting. And then Shanghai Noon.
And that's for Riftside.
That's correct.
Yeah, Riftside 2.
Cat Healy. Thank you, Rich.
Okay, thank you.
Riftside 2 is Henrik
Sator or something.
Sator?
It's a
and Cassius Lang.
Yep.
And then of course Chrysalis 7 is by Rhino Z. Chrysalis 7, is that next week that it releases?
Let me look at the so yes, because it went up for pre-order last Tuesday.
Yeah, and by the way, we our team made a cool promo for it. If you guys haven't visited our Soundbooth Theater YouTube channel, not Soundbooth Theater Live, but Soundbooth Theater, you'll be able to see that promo. That one's pretty fun. It's a little nature documentary about ants. And also you can find a bunch of free audiobooks to listen to. We'll be talking about, we'll be honoring some of those releases in next month's Cynema. But I think there's some treasure to be had there. So yeah, well, there's like 6 full audiobooks on the Soundbooth Theater channel now, fully. And Vampire Queens number 7, only part 1 is up on there now. The Samurai Vampire Queen book 1 by Sarah King is now up. So go check out that YouTube channel, guys.
Those are good.
I have to real quick side tangent the fact that I must reveal in the height of COVID in 2020, I was a part of a Facebook group called oh shoot.
You forgot the name of the group.
Yeah, well, because we were all a colony of ants, though. Listen, because Llama said for the colony, and it reminded. I was like, oh yeah, and we used to literally the only way people talked to one another was like bite, scratch, and we're just all caps.
Oh my gosh,
this was something that I invested a little bit of time into. I'm going to be very all of you that I was in my sad little couch, not going anywhere.
In a very sad place during that time.
Oh,
that's great. Okay, well, what do you guys want to start with?
I don't care.
Let's do Shanghai. That was a fun little romp to start us.
Shanghai Noon. Okay.
Had you never seen it?
This one's.
I had.
Yeah. I had.
Oh, many times as a kid. I mean, but the last time I saw it, I was probably sub 12 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
But probably 30 times before that, though.
Rich, will you be able to do the? Oh, here you go. He's doing it. He already read my mind and shit. All right, so Shanghai Noon. We picked this one in honor of Riftside 2. If you guys haven't heard of Riftside yet, go check it out on Audible. It's by Henrik Sato and Cassius Lang, and narrated by Justin Thomas James, with me as a big Russian dude, and Justin, and Cookie Monster as a talking hammer.
And just Cookie Monster.
Yep. So yeah, go check out book 1 if you haven't already. Book 2 is coming out at the end of this month. I'm sorry, Shanghai Noon. Who wants to start on this one?
You guys go ahead.
I loved getting started on it, and like it just had so many memories for me because, yeah, like I said, I'd probably seen it 30 times, and not everything holds up as like an adult sense of humor for me, or like it, you know, it aged a little bit, but I think my overall vibe on this one was just like, what a good fun time.
Yeah,
what were you
No, I'm just waiting for you to finish. It's
just shut up. Yeah, I know.
Do you not have any like criticisms, or just enjoyed it?
Keep going, and I'll come in with my stuff later.
Okay, yeah. Well, I just I thought that so my little anecdote on this one is like, this is the movie that Quentin Tarantino watched to pick up Lucy Liu and then change the script of Kill Bill to include her, and I completely see that. Like, she is so good in this. She has this you know, of course, being the princess, this regal authority to her. She commands that screen when she's on it, and I loved watching her, and could totally see why he entirely changed the script to include her. I think she's fantastic. And of course, Jackie has his just sweet charm to him always. And that was fun to see come across and play opposite of you know, Owen Wilson's just classic charm. He's just, you know, a lot of times the same sort of vibe in a lot of his movies.
For sure.
So well.
Yeah, it really did. By the way, real quick, guys, I saw a couple numbers in here, but if I know you all did your homework, so please prove it.
Yeah, I see some.
Put a rating between 1 and 10 in the chat so that we can count your guys' stuff up and see how correct you are at the end.
Do you guys recognize this fella here standing with Lucy Liu? Do you know who he is?
No.
That's Sean Connery's son.
Oh, really?
And you know, something else kind of cool about him was that he played in a movie as Ian Fleming, a movie about Ian Fleming.
Oh, that's so cool.
He played Ian Fleming. Isn't that cool? I like little
that is cool.
Trivia things like that. Yeah.
I also just took my volume down a little. Could people in the chat let me know if I sound better? Because apparently I was blasting some.
You were a little hot. Yeah. A little bit. Just a little. It's okay. Oh, no. Rich!
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed this movie on another viewing with my now mind. It has been since like it came out. It was what, 19? Was it 2000?
I think 2000. Yep, pretty sure it was 2000.
It was the year 2000 when this came out. I expected it to be more. I expected it to be kind of unwatchable, but I had so much fun. Like, Jackie's, you know, like, not his best martial arts stuff, right? But it's hard to top his older things, you know. Like, he's already.
Gosh, that's when he was at his prime. Yeah.
He must have been in his late 30s, early 40s for this one. And so, yeah, he couldn't. There's no way that they would make him do all the crazy stuff that he used to do. But they still made, I think, a pretty good use of the environment, right? The Old West environment. One thing I was really surprised at is how beautiful the cinematography was.
Oh my gosh, all those establishing shots, everything. So beautiful.
Great cinematography, great pacing. I thought it was extremely well edited together and directed. Everything was like completely comprehensive. Like, everything was tied together perfectly. Set design was great.
Like all of the guards in the Imperial Army, that huge, the scale of everything, perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. Things moved along quickly. I found both of the leads very likable, very fun to watch, and I don't really have much as far as complaints. And I even one of my biggest guilty pleasure songs is in here. And I did not cringe when it came on. What is his name? The white rapper guy.
Eminem?
No.
He's like the only white rapper.
The Kid Rock song.
Oh,
the Kid Rock song. That was in here when they were doing the training sequence.
Yep.
I don't know why I can't help but love that song. But even that didn't make me cringe. It just made me smile. So I don't know. I don't really have any real complaints about this movie.
It was a nice callback to Drunken Master too, with like the scene where they are drunk again. He has to like kick ass on that. Oh, it was great.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Sin, drop the hammer.
So for this one, it was almost like rewatching it again for the first time, because I feel like it well, it's been well over 10 years since I saw this. And I have a memory of, or I feel like I liked it more back then than I did now. Not that I totally disliked it, because I didn't really dislike it. It was fun. But I wasn't like, I think I was sitting there watching this and I was like, I like Rush Hour better. I wish we'd picked Rush Hour. I mean, it was okay. Like some of the stuff, Owen Wilson, and I love Owen Wilson, but he's playing Owen Wilson, and it's just like there wasn't really much in here that made me laugh or that I thought was super, super funny. There was one part on the train when Owen Wilson's such a turd. He's like, someone was stealing from the hot chick on the train. And he says, oh, we don't steal from women, but he had just stolen from the old lady.
Yeah.
He's such a turd. Something else, some little nitpick I did have was, why were the Chinese people talking to each other in English? Don't do that. Just speak Chinese, because they showed them speaking in Chinese before.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's no reason to do that.
That was part of the aging of this. Like, it didn't age. This was clearly made for a Western American audience that they're like, oh, they don't read for a comedy, so we're not going to make. So I think that it was kind of like, I forgave that it was like of the time, and then also just like for ease of the flow of this, not overly serious story. Right,
because it definitely wasn't overly serious. The fight choreography, some of it I thought was pretty interesting, because to me, a lot of Jackie Chan's fight choreography is very interesting, no matter what movie he's in, because they utilize all the surroundings and all different things in the surroundings and all that. And I thought it was done pretty well. There were some moments where you could tell it was obviously choreographed, like those high punches and high kicks where it's obvious they were trying to miss. Those really stand out to me so much more than they used to, obviously, when I just paid more attention to that sort of stuff. But something cool about Owen Wilson's character, I had totally forgot he was Wyatt Earp in here. And so I was like, was Wyatt Earp really an outlaw? And I looked it up, and heck yes, he did used to be an outlaw.
Yeah.
He was on both sides. He was on both sides of the line. So I thought that was kind of, cute, nifty little storyline they had going there. I didn't hate it. Wasn't hugely in love with it. Definitely recommend it for a lighthearted, fun time.
Totally. And I'm glad that I went back and revisited it, and it was a fun romp. But yeah, I'm going to still agree with you that probably Rush Hours 1 and 2 are better than this one.
Yeah, I love the first Rush Hour especially. Yeah.
I can't say one way or the other. I'd have to see it again.
You need to read. I think it's the Chris Tucker. I think yes, their chemistry. Not that the chemistry that these two had was bad, because it wasn't.
No, it was good.
But there was just something. Yes, exactly. It doesn't reach the level of hilarity that Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan did for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and this also had like a clear. It was a clear descendant of those like quintessential 90s American tall tale films, like in its like grandeur and the sense of like, you just kind of are like, oh, of course this fits perfectly, and like, they happen to arrive at the place they're supposed, that sort of thing, which I kind of still all forgave all that, but like, yeah, it gave it a little bit of detractors here and there for me.
Yeah, I at least like this setting better than I like Rush Hour's setting.
Oh, really? You don't like the modern day sort of city, big city setting?
Boring. Westerns are way better.
Oh, you should watch a new Western that just came out called Killing Faith, by the way. My review for that just went up. Guy Pearce, DeWanda Wise, and Bill Pullman.
Oh, awesome.
Right.
Recommend.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, my favorite fight scene, my favorite stunt thing was the horseshoe on the rope.
Oh, that one. Did you watch the bloopers after?
Yeah. The bloopers are always good for Jackie Chan movies.
I love those.
Yeah,
I know. I missed that. It was so great to have that again.
Yeah, but dude, I've always loved that like ball and chain fighting style that the Chinese martial art. It's just so cool, and it's hard to tell how much of it is bullshit, right? Because there's some physics to it that actually would surprise you that it's actually
I'm
real.
Sure.
But.
It did look like bullshit. The behind the scenes, he was really doing that stuff. He acted in that particular scene, in that particular moment, he hurt himself. But it does look like, how in the world could they really do this? But holy cow, he did it.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, love that shit. All right, so do we have, how many numbers do we have in here? Anyone who hasn't already, please put in your 1 through 10 rating for Shanghai Noon. And of course,
Rich, I hope you've been keeping track. I just saw them, but I didn't write them down. And I've only got an eye on my chat on my channel.
Okay.
Oh, this one's definitely better than Wild Wild West.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I remember kind of liking Wild Wild West.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But this one's better.
A little cringe. Yeah.
Yeah. I do. Yeah, yeah, this was just fun. I think, are we ready to give our scores? Do we want to?
Yeah, I've got my score ready.
All right, I'm going to give it a, in your honor, Sin, a 6.75.
That's funny because Enigma said in my honor 6.25.
Oh, incredible. Yeah. I was going between a 6, 5, and 7. So, yeah.
See, I like those 0.25 markers. It's like a nice compromise.
This was the first time that I felt like 6.5 was a little low and 6 and 7 was a little high. So, yeah.
I'll get it. You get it. Yes, welcome to my world.
Sorry I ever made fun of you.
And sometimes I even go like 0.375.
Okay, we're not doing that.
You might one day. You might.
There has to be a line somewhere.
For me, it's a 7.
Okay.
Which is weird to say, considering I don't have any real complaints.
Well,
it just never reaches a height. It never reaches a height.
That's it. That's it. And that's why I'm giving it a 6.
All right.
I don't think it reaches the heights of 7, but it's not a 5.
So we're at like 7.83.
6.83?
Right? 6.83, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm going to leave it up to Rich.
Rich says audience rating is 6.5.
Yep.
Okay, and what was ours? 6.83, did you say?
Wait, maybe 8.7. Sorry, 8.7.
Let me.
So the audience rating is right there up with the
No, wait, I'm totally wrong. 6. Sorry, I'm totally wrong. It's
6.58.
6.58. Yeah. Oh,
okay,
wait, no.
So
Rich is saying 6.42.
Oh.
Oh, so the IMDb is right between audience and us.
No, I think he put mine in as 6.25 if figuring for 4.2.
I thought you were 6.75.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Enigma was 6.25. Jeff can math. He is just Enigma.
Oh, wait, no. Rich had something wrong. He's going to check.
Yeah, I think what I was saying is I think he input mine as 6.25 to get 6.42. So I think with that included, it would be 6.58. Yeah. All right, great.
All right, we'll get that official number in a sec. But yeah, what's next?
We've got either The Fly or The Witches of Eastwick.
Let's do The Fly.
I'll say this much. Shanghai Noon was my favorite of all 3.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you get us started on The Fly then?
Okay,
I feel like you have some things for us.
I saw The Fly way back when in the 80s. I don't remember much about it except the ending, at the very final moment between her and him. I remember the sex scene that stood out, and just remember that he got really gross, and remembered that he and Gina were in a relationship in real life, like they were married briefly around this time. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then a little bit after this, they played in Earth Girls Are Easy. They played in that together as well. I don't like body horror, so I'm just not. I've watched plenty of it, but I'm just not into it. And I wasn't super wowed by the intro. They're just at this stupid party and they're talking.
It is
boring
just pure setup. And they were wasting no time by using any other characters than them talking to be like, let's go to my apartment.
It was like, what a non-interesting intro you've got going on there. And then she specifically said to him she had other people she had to interview. And then he acted all surprised when he finds out later she's a journalist. What?
Well, I think that
that's a manipulation. Okay, so real quick before we go any further, don't forget, guys, all of you who definitely did your homework, please put your rating between 1 and 10 for The Fly in the chat.
So how the hell did he get a hold of a baboon?
Apparently
no idea how that happened.
They were his pets because he talks to the second one. remember he talks to the second one, and he's like, okay, you know, sorry about your brother.
He
all this
killed the
stuff, like,
one, but I didn't understand. I didn't realize they were pets. I thought he had acquired them from somewhere.
This
Like,
man
how the hell?
has never heard of the scientific method.
Yeah.
He just throw whatever variables we wanted to hear. He was like, I can't get organic material to work, so he's like, let me show you. Puts his fucking baboon in there, and that thing gets eviscerated. He's like, let's try steak. And then steak works once, and he's like, back to the baboon.
Yeah. The baboon works, and then the only reason he decided to throw himself in the machine was because he was jealous that she'd run off to maybe be with her ex-boyfriend. It was like, you idiot. And then, like, so her sleazy ex ended up being the hero of this story, to me.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean, he started off being such an absolute ass, but then he stepped up. Yeah. I appreciated that about him. There were obviously some emotional moments, you know, how devastated she was at what he was going through because she clearly loved him, and, you know, that final scene. But boy, what an abrupt ending. No epilogue, no nothing. It's just over.
Yep. I kind of like
that. It really just was like, we're wasting no time with getting you set up, and we're wasting no time getting you out of this. This is the fucking story. Take it or leave it. And it was a little clunky for me. I like in some ways appreciated it. Like if he was like, you know, this isn't my bag, maybe being a director, or like, like I just want to have a vehicle to showcase my makeup shit and my special effects. Then great. I kind of appreciate that we didn't have a long intro outro. We just got into it, and
it wasn't very long. It was the shortest one of all of the movies.
Yeah, how long was it?
A little bit more than an hour and a half, maybe 95 minutes, you know. So I mean, the effects were really gnarly and disgusting.
Wait, did you watch Substance, or The Substance, I mean?
I did, and I wasn't super crazy about that one either.
Well, that was good.
Super overrated. Oh my gosh.
We won't get into it, but
so yeah, this is David Cronenberg's like defining movie. This is like the one movie he's most famous for. And yeah, the body horror stuff is on full display. I wanted more monster stuff. I wanted more action. I wanted him to go on a fucking rampage and fuck some shit up.
I feel like we plateaued at how much it changed him vocally and character wise early, if that makes sense. Like I wanted to see him go further with it. And be taken to a more extreme place. Like
how much further can you get than what he ended up in the end?
Oh, like going out and killing.
Going out and like rampaging, killing a bunch of people. Okay.
Yeah, like we hit a plateau, and then all of a sudden he was just all bug. Like the acting wise and like his intentions and everything kind of plateaued at a level, and then all of a sudden we spiked it at the end. But it I feel like
all of his flesh fell off.
Yeah, that did, you know.
So nasty.
Oh man, yeah. I mean that stuff is very enjoyable for me. All the people melting and like just absolutely disgusting special effects. Love that shit.
Dude, I just watched Terrifier 3 this week because
I haven't seen anything past the first one. I mean, it was cool to see him using his piano skills, and then I was like, oh, Annie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so true.
I will say that I was surprised by the writing. I thought that the writing was way better than I expected it to be. In that, it's a weird setup. It's a setup you don't usually see. So they meet at a party. He's already built the thing, right? Yeah. There's no like build up to building the thing. It's like the thing is there.
Yep.
And it's just got some quirks to it. But they meet. She obviously tells him she's a journalist, and he pretends like he accidentally shared all this stuff with her.
Mm-hmm.
You really think he was pretending?
Absolutely, 100%. That was
wanted he wanted what he ended up getting is what he wanted.
Yes,
he wanted the story to get out there.
Yeah, he was manipulating her. He was manipulating her.
Oh, to get her to follow his story, right?
Yes.
To do the in-depth one and not like, I mean, this girl moves fast with everything. Her character was like, she heard 2 sentences about this thing and was like, let's print right now. Same thing with like getting into bed with him too. It was like, like they were screwing on night one. I was
in a lot of, but also another thing. So she's pregnant, but how does she know that the baby was post-conversion or pre-conversion?
She doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I mean, in case it is, post conversion.
Let's just go. I don't want to run any tests. Let's just kill it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I if in this situation, I'm with her on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get that, but
get it out.
I get that, but if she knows, but in this case, she didn't know. It could have been from their very first sexual encounter.
Yeah. Even look, no point in risking it. How the hell would they even know? Like
they told her that there's tests we can do, and she's like, no, I don't want to do any tests. I want it out. So she would just completely close off.
I mean, let's say she does the test. It's not going to stop her mental images. Like it's not going to stop the fucking nightmares, right? Like, so I totally get that, and I'm not.
Totally against her there on that decision.
That's
because also it was kind of, I don't know, it was sort of implied that she was only with him too. But like you said, it could have been pre or post the
but before the conversion, because they had their relationship already.
Right. Definitely. Also, she as a character was written in a really interesting way for the 80s, for sure. Like, she was and I consider her the protagonist. In this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's told through her eyes.
Yeah. So it was cool to get her attitude. She was like very no nonsense, get things done type of person. Very very assertive.
I liked the character the way it was written better than the way she actually performed it though. I felt like she was pretty freaking hollow throughout. Like it was like she knew that she looked good and she was going to hold that look instead of pursuing an actual objective. And like there was a whole 20-second scene or ending of a scene where it was like he just showed some of his powers or whatever, and she just kept this weird look and then got all the way up to him and then went and that was the end of the scene. She sighs. I was like, feel it with anything, honey. You had that whole bit to do something.
I don't know. I found her character interesting enough, more interesting than I expected her to be. And as a mad scientist, this dude completely does not understand anything about experimenting with things. It makes me wonder how he got this far, right?
I was like, it's pretty impressive, to be very honest. That's the little glimpse you have on your process.
That's probably just lazy ass writing, honestly.
But I will say that him portraying this role was just about spot on perfect. I really enjoyed his whole performance.
Yeah, I did like his performance as well. Another thing that bugged me was the 80s computers.
What bugged
he was
you
just
about that?
Well, he was like, he would ask it questions, and like it's Google AI, it answers his questions. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not. That's just not how that shit worked back then. And then all the graphics, the way they scanned things, just how elaborate this computer program was.
Yeah, the fact that it answered him with that image of that fly that's on the screen right now, it was what else is it? Instead of being like, fly. It was like, let me draw it for you. Why?
Yeah. But, no one back then knew how fucking computers worked. So everyone was probably like, huh, okay. But they used the computer as a exposition device a lot.
That's true. And you could excuse the advanced stuff with the computers if this were something that had supposed to have taken place 20 years from when this actually came out, 30 years. Yeah. But it didn't. It's supposed to be present day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I remember computers from back in this time. Those old PCs with those huge floppy disks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Honestly, too, when I was watching it, the whole time I was thinking, this could be a musical. Because it kind of is acted like a musical, and it is presented with this just enough level of engagement in the acting and stuff that when she gets shut out for the first time and she does her long cry down the hallway, I was like, and here's her ballad. This is where it is. Let's go.
Oh gosh, thank goodness it wasn't. That would have made it even worse for me.
I don't know. I think the campiness, if done right, in the right hands, it could be a good musical.
Well, it could be a good play because it's only in just a handful of locations.
That too. I think that also kind of helped point me in that direction too.
Yeah.
One of the positives, I really enjoyed a lot of the lighting. I think that after they did their, it was the night scene in which he wakes up after having just gone through the transition or his transformation, and there's the yellows and blues, and like he's sitting in a chair in another room, and there's like a nice yellow light on him, but the blue and I just thought a lot of that was done really well, and I loved the lighting throughout.
Yeah, the directing in general, the cinematography, the way that the cameras were used. Like you said, lighting. I mean, Cronenberg has proven himself over and over to be a really, really good director. So at the very least, all the production elements, all the production elements in the directing were really shiny in this.
So remember that he did something a little against type. Remember Eastern Promises?
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of his, which doesn't seem like. And then he did
That's
a history
David
of violence.
or his son?
No, that was David.
I'm looking at his filmography, and it says, and he also did a history of violence, which I have never watched. I need to watch that because I've heard good things about it.
Insane.
Yeah, because I always associate him with body, horror.
Yeah.
I remember Dead Ringers.
I still haven't seen that one.
Ringers. That one's Jeremy Irons and Genevieve Bujold, whatever her name is. Like, he did the Dead Zone. I like that. Dead Zone's good. I do like the Dead Zone.
Yeah.
So he did. He did 2 versions of Crimes of the Future. What? 1970 and then 2022. Okay.
Interesting.
Yep.
But yeah,
Oh yeah. Last thing I want to talk about is the guy you brought up, the ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty good too. Like, this is another part of the element of the writing that I enjoyed, was like none of the characters were like
completely. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and this dude, like, she kept going back to him. Like, he's this awful fucking, just pig of a man. But she keeps going back to him because she's she's like this career woman, and especially back then, it's kind of hard to have friends in that sort of role as a person. So, she just kept going back to this guy. But like you said, Sin, he stepped up, and it's like he's an unexpected sort of hero at the end. It's like all of his bluster, all of his outbursts, and like clear mental instability didn't prevent him from like actually caring about Gina Davis's character at all. Like, at the end of the day, he really did give a shit.
Yeah.
So it was
the other stuff was just
cool.
Maybe a bunch of bluster.
Yeah, it was just cool to see that kind of character in a film. And
it wasn't completely one-dimensional.
They were so mean to him.
Oh, I know. My gosh, his arm and his...
Those were gnarly. That was my favorite bit of body.
That was so disgusting.
I loved it. That was sick.
Fucking awful, and I loved it. Yeah.
No, Jeff, if you want to get real awful, I will say Terrifier 1 through 3.
Okay.
It's
okay.
Makeup and special effects, all practical special effects makeup I've ever seen. I had to pause the third one for a minute because even I was like,
"Oh yeah, this part, the broken
that
arm,
was nasty."
Oh yeah, that was good.
Okay, Bone Tomahawk, y'all.
Oh, I've heard of that one too. Yes.
One of the scene in Bone Tomahawk was what inspired a scene in Terrifier 1.
Yes, yeah, I'd heard that. Yeah.
That scene is so disturbing, you guys. That's like the only scene I've ever watched that I felt physically ill watching it. It was so... I think it was just because of the way it was acted. There was no score. And the people doing what they did, that was just part of their thing. It was very disturbing. It's a good movie, but very disturbing scene.
Where I can't, like, if I am watching one of these types of movies, and like that bone break moment was one of them, where I'm like, I'm really not looking. I'm looking at something that is believably happening. That's nasty looking, and I love that.
Yeah.
I think that is so great.
Yeah. Okay, so anything else you guys have to say, and have you guys all put in your ratings in the chat, 1 through 10?
think
Any
I
last
saw
minute ones?
someone maybe on mine somewhere that came in early on. Oh, what about someone's asking? What about the beaches and Saving Private Ryan?
Oh yeah, I mean that was an incredibly done,
yeah, but it's a different tone
and intensity of violence. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it's a different tone. It's that's more like shock.
Mm-hmm.
And just
but
like,
I completely have the same feeling toward it though, that I'm like, I have such an appreciation for that level of realism and like, yeah, being able to like, so many vets that lived through Omaha said that it was it captured the feeling of it, though all of that intense shit never got to that level on the actual beaches of Omaha. It was a little bit more like push and pull. It wasn't like this giant onslaught, but that's what it felt like to those that were there. And I think that is more getting the capital T truth than the, how was it actually on the day. But anyway.
Yeah. All right. Do we have an average? And are you guys ready with your numbers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got my numbers. I got them ready before this even started. Mine is 4.
4, okay.
Yeah, I'm just not.
Ryan, what you got?
I'm gonna go with 5.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna go with 6.5. I just wanted more out of it. I just wanted there to be more of a scope to it. There's just not enough payoff for what we go through, I think, is the real problem. It's directed well. The actors did a good job. It's just not enough substance in the story for me, and not enough. Like I want to see the Fly is like the most crazy thing it does is like break through that one window. Which, by the way, those like the glass that's like these cubes, right? The tile glass.
Those they were the thick. It's probably pretty thick. He also carried her. He jumped down carrying her.
Yeah, but that's not like cool. Okay. That's just functional.
That's not cool that he jumped down without killing her. Okay.
No, I mean, like, it's not not really a spectacle,
Yeah, I just thought overall, I wouldn't ever need to watch this movie again.
No.
Yeah,
no desire at all.
Everything that I enjoy about this movie is about craft and not about like the experience itself. I think.
Look at that audience rating from IMDb. I can't. No.
I know.
I mean, it makes sense. Again, like I think people that
there's a nostalgia to it.
Rate on IMDb. Yeah, there's nostalgia associated, of course, but also I think more people on IMDb when they rate, or the audience that's actually rating, is actually like film people who like love to study film, and where the execution is so much more important than what the substance of the thing is.
You think that's the general makeup of the people on IMDb?
I think it's
regular,
more than like Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
a
Amazon.
lot of times they're very close. Like it's just regular audience reviews. I mean, you don't have to. They have critics that post their reviews, but this number is just. I view it as the same thing as Metacritic, Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, they just general audience. Anybody can go put a score.
If it was
anyone can, but generally
now,
who does?
So I would say if you would like a site like Letterboxd might be, because Letterboxd is generally their scores are tougher.
Yeah.
In general, because it feels like they're really analyzing the film.
Buffs, I think.
Yeah.
But IMDb is all about giving you information about cast, crew, like trivia, the stuff that's in depth about movies. That's where I'm getting my theory
That's where
from.
you okay, well.
I think it's too big now to be that niche anymore.
Niche, yeah.
I think it is now more the common man all over it. At this point. Maybe I think when it started, but
I imagine most people use Rotten Tomatoes instead of IMDb. Maybe
I use Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb almost equally, but that's me. I don't know. I'm all about the movie stuff. So.
Yeah, you're weird. So.
Weird. Okay.
Okay. Next movie.
Witches of Eastwick.
Witches of Eastwick. For those of you who absolutely all of you did your homework, please put a rating from 1 to 10 in the comments for the Witches of Eastwick.
Now, Sin, where yours was Shanghai Noon, this was definitely my favorite.
Okay. But I remember you being super excited about watching this.
Well, I'd never seen it, and
you had never seen it. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just excited by the fact that we get Cher and Michelle Pfeiffer and Susan Sarandon as our I was like, okay, sis, go off. Like,
yeah.
I remember so you remember when we talked about practical magic, and I think I made some sort of comment about how that I remembered that I didn't like it as much as I thought I was going to when I first saw it years ago. I remember having the same sentiment about this, that I didn't like it as much as I thought that I was going to, because witches, and I'm thinking, and I had the exact same feeling rewatching it. It's a similar sort of thing. It's this girls in a relationship with a guy. I mean, it's about girls and guy relationship. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Don't care. And I just didn't care for it. This is my lowest rated one, y'all.
Interesting.
Yeah, because
I thought it had such an understanding of what it was, and it executed on all fronts of that, except for I have some complaints at the end, but I think that overall it stayed the truest to tone. It didn't slip out of that. I think that everybody was on. This was the strongest directed one, I thought, too. It's just that everything was so cohesive.
I will agree with you about that. Absolutely. There was like one thing I remember specifically from this movie: Veronica Cartwright throwing up cherry pits.
She was probably my favorite actor in this.
Her character went through so much. I felt really bad for her. And Cher, like, this guy was so over the top. Obviously, he's like, I don't know what is
he's
he,
demonic,
a demon or a devil or something, whatever.
He has like supernatural charm.
Gives him these powers through his power, or whatever. And but he's so irresistible, and I'm like, no. He was just,
but I think that's part of the point.
Gross. I know it is, but it's just like it was really hard to buy into it, even though I knew that this was what was going on. One line made me roll my eyes so hard, just because I am so freaking tired of hearing someone calling somebody a Nazi just because they don't like them. It's like, oh my God, they were doing it back in the 80s.
Yeah, that's definitely your modern ability.
Back in the 80s, there was like an actual meaning to the word. Like,
yeah, now we've lost.
It's completely gone now. But like, it used to mean like, not like there was Nazi, like the literal sense, like actual, person from the Third Reich.
Yeah.
But then there was the colloquial use of Nazi, which was, you are always fussing, you are always trying to make sure something is perfect, and you're always bothering everyone around you.
Okay, yeah, I've heard
to make
of,
sure that you get your perfect thing.
Word Nazi. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I don't. But like the way she used it, she just said the man is a Nazi, and I was like, because she was listing all these things about what made him so disgusting and gross, like how bad he was, like all his bad characteristics, and that made him a Nazi.
I don't even remember that.
I remember because I wrote it down.
It was a line in there. Yeah,
I focus in on that stuff because I am so tired of that being, especially because it's happening too much today. Yeah. But I also felt like this movie was just a bit too long. It was well acted. It was fine as far as that. Yes, I agree with you, Ryan. It was well directed. I like the aesthetic of where they were. I really liked that little place. It was very cozy.
It was very kind of northeastern.
I like that setting. It's very it's similar-ish to the setting of Practical Magic, but that might have been over on the West Coast. I can't recall. Yeah. But I just was ready for it to be over.
I also understand where you're coming from, but like, I thought anytime that it was about to drag, they would deliver like one of the most incredible monologues or something. Like, it always was giving itself the time needed, and it justified the time it took, I thought, for the most part. Like, there's nothing that I could specifically point to as like a bunch of bloat. I think that we got such a well-established group of women that like, I felt like I really, like, despite not having a bunch of time with them, I understood their dynamic. They were believable, a group of friends. And then the way that they took the time and he specifically seduced them in each a different way.
Yes. To their
and that
own,
was so cool.
Yeah.
And like, I was pretty like enthralled throughout, actually.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, Ryan.
I think that it's hilarious. Oh my God, wait, the Symbols kid might be my favorite part. They just were like, I don't care what you put him in, just make sure he's the cutest darn thing you've ever seen on screen, and just don't give him any direction. He's just gonna sit there going bum ba bum ba bum, just like mouthing the thing, and he's just it was so cute. But yeah, I thought that the music throughout, even before we knew it was John Williams, like the music started, I was like, oh, this is perfect music to pull us in. And
I didn't even realize it was John Williams.
I was like,
that didn't even register.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a typical John Williams.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, music was amazing. I loved all the music. I loved all the references to music. It was a shock and a pleasure to see that Susan Sarandon is an actual cellist.
I didn't realize that she actually was.
She was actually playing all that stuff. Now, I mean, maybe fact check me on that, but it looked legit.
I was going to say she did better than the little tiny bit that Jack Nicholson did on the violin.
Right, where they completely hid his left hand while he was doing it, and then when he was done,
he was just like, yeah. But yeah, hers was pretty believable.
So that was cool. I liked the relationship between the three witches. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I did have a hard time with the seduction stuff because like I just wish there was something else they could do with Jack Nicholson to actually make me believe the seduction worked. You know, like I don't know. It was like, okay, it's magic though. So he did his thing.
Yes, I agree.
You know, so like I just didn't. It just that never rang true to me. That these three women were in love with him enough to put up with each other being in the relationship as well.
They did enough to bring us there for me to allow the magic to take me across the finish line. It didn't completely fall short for me because it was like he did play one of the most beautiful pieces for her and like be able to then unlock that out of Susan Sarandon and give her that freedom, which is very different than the mind battle he played with Cher. And so I really appreciated that there was a unique tactic to each one. And it was all despite the look of him and the, you know, just kind of, he wasn't particularly seductive. It just worked because of knowing them and making it true to really dig into what would, you know, convince.
I didn't feel like I knew those characters well enough to appreciate that enough. It was, I don't know, just the relationship itself and their attachment, like even the end where they're like, oh, we miss him. It's like
they miss the feeling of him. Because they were so enraptured and enamored by this thing. And it was the most beautiful, sexual, romantic thing that they've all, you know, and they get to celebrate each other in a way that they hadn't. And like, it's just, it was like probably a very freeing thing. And that's why so much of it got forgiven and like kind of pushed to the side. They didn't really care that they were getting ostracized that much. And this was the only part I really hated. I was like, we didn't need to see Giant Jack.
The Giant Jack.
Oh,
how did they even do that? Was that early CG? What the fuck was that? Or was it just stop motion? It might have been stop motion.
Holy crap! She did play the cello and
that's how I popped that up. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not to say I didn't enjoy Jack Nicholson because it's hard for me to not enjoy Jack Nicholson. And remember, we had a little discussion right at the beginning of the film. When like the very opening, I was like, "Oh, this is Beetlejuice."
Yeah,
right?
it really
like the very opening is just like the opening to Beetlejuice. Not as there's not as much movement, and obviously it was a real landscape rather than a model. Yeah. So when I said that, I was like, "When did Beetlejuice come out?" Because this is very similar.
Yeah.
Like
it was the year after
Beetlejuice. So this came out a year after, and then Batman came out the year after that. Tim Burton saw this movie, saw what Jack Nicholson was doing, and he's like, "That's my Joker."
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's not that much of a stretch to think that Jack Nicholson would be a great Joker because he's always played like some of those really out there people.
But this out there, I mean, maybe the
One Flew Over the
Shining.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay,
The
yeah.
Shining, yeah. I mean,
so.
and also he's just got that look. You know, I mean, look at his face. He's
Yeah.
got these eyebrows that look very devilish.
His
He
eyebrows
has
are
this
crazy.
look on his face. He just looks like he's up to something.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, he definitely does. He's got a sinister look to him.
Yes,
but like
funny look.
I've never seen any other movie that Jack Nicholson's been in where he was so obviously the Joker.
Yes. Yeah, I also
right. That's all I'm saying. Is this particular performance just you could just put paint on him and he's just the Joker.
I think to your point, they acknowledge Sin he is repugnant because that Cher monologue. Hello, I want to memorize that thing. That was iconic. Where she's like, "You display every loathsome trait of the male population."
Yeah. She went off.
she delivered it with like mic drop energy. That shit popped off. I loved that monologue. I think also she's just compelling to look at. I don't think I've ever really appreciated her as an actor. I've always thought that it was like a stunt thing to put her in something and she really is so compelling to look at. It is a cross between her like bizarre sort of beauty that she has, and then it's also just she has a great relationship with the camera in a way that she just is compelling to watch.
Yeah, she's a good actor. I've seen her. I remember this kind of the 80s, I feel like, was when she started delving into that world, because I always knew her as a singer. And then she does acting. She was in a movie with Liam Neeson that I really liked. He played like a homeless deaf person or something. It was a mystery. It was a legal thriller type story.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked it. But
also, this motherfucker, I don't know how to turn off his
that guy. What the hell?
Nobody knew how to cut off their speeches at an appropriate time. This man is getting hailed on. He gets struck by lightning. No, not
he just keeps going.
He's just like, same thing with the guy in the pulpit. Like Jack Nicholson is getting blown in by a tornado, and he's still just trying to read his shit.
I think it's one of those thematic gags that movies will pull off. It kind of. You guys ever notice that in a lot of Coen Brothers films, there's at least one scene where everybody is screaming?
Oh yeah, totally.
like just ah! So, it's one of those things. I was. So, what else has George Miller directed? Escape from. Did he do Escape from New York?
No, I thought that was John Carpenter.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else George Miller has done. I have not.
This was producer. He was Mad Max Fury Road. He's done a bunch of Mad Max stuff.
Okay.
Wait. That's George Miller?
Is it that George Miller?
He's the writer of. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Really? That
interesting.
Yes, he's the writer of Mad Max.
Yes, that is. Yes, I totally didn't even pay attention to who directed this, but yes, he did all of the Mad Max movies.
Okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he was the writer for all of them. And then what else has he directed, though?
I'm looking.
The last he directed was Furiosa. And he also, before that, did Mad Max.
He did 3,000 Years of Longing. I didn't realize that was him. He did Happy Feet and Happy Feet 2, y'all.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Babe, Pig in the City, and Babe.
Guy.
He's very eclectic.
Oh my
gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, he did Babe.
It's so wild.
It did the Twilight Zone. What?
Yeah, he's got an eclectic, and honestly, for a lot of these, really kind of nailed. I think.
Wow.
A cohesive. I think he's an accomplished director for not having done.
Well, the Mad Max movies are, I would say, with the exception of the third one, are like all masterpieces in my opinion.
Yeah, and Fury Road is actually the first one that got me into it, and
really?
I was so blown away by that movie. That one is the best one out of all of them. It is so good.
Unbelievable composition.
Oh, I hated that movie so much.
Unbelievable.
What?
Hated it.
I know. Right? How?
Hated Fury Road.
I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to take a small tangent, everyone. Just give Sin like a couple minutes with the floor here.
Okay, number one, I'm not crazy about the world. Number two, you know what did it for me? They're having this race through the desert, whatever. No, also, I don't like Charlize Theron. That's another thing. But that wasn't why I disliked this movie. They're having this huge ass chase, and these idiots are on these poles. The poles are going back and forth, and they're playing electric guitar. That was the most retarded thing I have ever.
It was
no,
fucking
it was stupid looking.
It was literally that the movie can be broken down to the line where he's like, "My blood is gasoline." Like,
yeah.
This was supposed to be a gasoline fueled adrenaline.
No, it was stupid. Adventure. It was so dumb, dumb.
But again, I think it was.
It's not so available, Amanda Face. That's kind of the point of the movie. Is like fuel is very, very, very valuable as well, and that's why only a few people have fucking cars.
Yeah, I think that.
Yep.
Like,
Didn't do
and
it
I think it goes to show that maybe you don't like the world, but I think he
Thank
always
you, Carl.
honors
Appreciate that. Agree. It was just one big chase.
I do not understand. That is madness.
Nope. Don't love it. Don't love it. I know a lot of people just thought it was the best thing ever, and I was just like, no. That's why I never went to go see Furiosa, because I just like, nah, I know I'm not gonna like it.
I didn't see Furiosa either.
Furiosa is really good. It's really. It's not as good as Mad Max, or it's not as good as Fury Road, but it's really good.
Really liked Furiosa, but I knew that I would not, so I never went to go see it. You ducked
out. That's fair. Mm-hmm. I just really thought that. Oh my gosh, yeah, Rich, the guitar guy. Like, dude, it is just like such an honor to just muscle cars, rock and roll, violence, and it's just done in a really compelling way.
No, it wasn't compelling at all. I was watching it with a friend of mine, and we both just looked at each other and just could not believe how absolutely stupid it was. I'm just like, I can't. I mentally checked out of this.
No, it's but also like in my day-to-day life, I like cars and guns and rock and roll. So I've got to like.
Well, I mean, I like guns too.
To the full extent, and then also like
I don't like all stories with guns. Just depends on the story.
Yeah, and that's fair. But I thank you all for going on that journey as we got to the bottom of what the fuck. But I don't know. I think that more on Witches of Eastwick that like it the same way like it understood itself and it stayed at this level of goofiness that, like I said, only I think went over This was so good. It was so perfect for the movie.
I remember that disturbed me the first time I saw it because it was just and it just I was like, I do remember seeing this scene with I just where I thought it happened? I thought it happened in an ice cream shop. For some dumb reason, I had a vision of her doing that in an ice cream shop, but that I was totally off.
Because
she went
he
through
was
so much.
Probably because that's where he was when they first stabbed him.
That might be
because he was in the ice cream shop.
Maybe I just kind of transpose those two scenes on. I don't know, but this poor girl.
I think she was incredible throughout. I mean, like I think she was the best performance out of everyone.
Yeah, she's really good.
Oh,
when the husband was feeding her though. Oh,
yeah, gross.
She was
I know.
Like,
yeah, I thought that. Felicia and the Cherry was
that poor guy. That poor guy.
He's literally at like several points just hugging her and kind of half crying, like, please fucking stop. Just please. No, don't do this again. Out of the grocery store. Oh, it was oh god. And the way she said whores in the church was cinema.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, I loved it. Why does my camera do this?
Oh, that was weird.
It does this every once in a while. Let me see. I might turn it off and back on. But
do you have auto focus?
I don't.
Can you just like set? Oh, you don't. Oh.
You
it's okay. This is my Vaseline lens.
There you go. It's still a little. Still.
It's fine. No one is here to look at me, anyways. It's fine. It's probably better for everyone this way.
There we go. It fixed.
Yeah, it's better. That's weird.
But yeah, I think that and another counterpoint to the like it being so long and drawn out and that sort of thing. I think that there were such effective uses of like the tennis scene, for example, perfect like little thing for that to pop up. I think that showing their dynamic and the anger and like the like settling into this four-way relationship was well executed in that simple tennis game, and it wasn't like overly drawn out dialogue or like fights and how are we going to resolve this. It was just like all the characters' intentions were pure and easily, comprehended. And like in other ways too, like, saying that you didn't understand the characters well enough for like the switch from Susan Sarandon being seduced by the music. I think that was Jeff that said that, but it was like, every
that was
scene.
the only one that like I really got it.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, the other two, I was like, I don't know. Like with Cher, it was like, okay, because he's being such a prick, she's into it, I guess. Like,
and
you go so overboard with it. And because what?
And he battled her wit. I think that she was like the sharpest of all of them in terms of like, I mean, because yeah, like the way that she read him for filth with that monologue, but he was still able to bring her back was like,
yeah, but how? I mean, it didn't seem clever or anything the way he did it. He was like,
his
yeah, I know
power.
you are, but what am I? You know,
his
it was
power.
like, I don't know.
It's like, okay.
And then I don't even remember how he seduced Michelle Pfeiffer.
He talked to her a lot.
It was physical
or something.
Because she'd be fucking.
She said, I get pregnant easily or something. And then it was like, I guess my mind just wandered and I'm like, oh, wait, did they have sex? I don't even remember they had sex.
Yeah, well, I guess they all did.
Yeah, because they all got pregnant.
And okay, I think it was a clever use of the way that, like, you know, they each showed their fears at some point when they were all together, and that's how he exploited them later. Like, she's like, you know, I just like look at, and I think that honestly too, I was on a little more on the fence with Susan Sarandon's acting because she does have a sense of theatricality and like bigness to all of her like little things that she does, but that she was so stripped down for the moment where he's like zooming in on her and she's talking about watching herself disintegrate into the mirror like every time she sees herself, and I just thought that was like, yeah, there were just such beautiful moments that were captured in this that I really appreciated.
Yeah, good moments. I just have to say, all three of these chicks were super hot in this movie.
Oh, totally,
just totally into them.
Yeah. Do you know? It's not Nancy Cartwright. What's her name? Nancy Cartwright is the one that.
She's the one who Bart, threw up the cherry.
She's Bart Simpson.
Oh no, it's Veronica. Veronica Cartwright.
Veronica.
Yes.
Veronica.
I think that she could absolutely play Edie Falco's sister. Like I wasn't ever confused if it was Edie Falco, you know, Carmela from The Sopranos.
Yeah, they do look a lot alike.
I wasn't confused by it, but I was like, they'd be good sisters.
Yeah. All right. Well, do we have all the numbers from the audience for this one? Anything else you guys want to bring up? What do you think he was?
As some type of, like, we're seeing people talk, I'm seeing people talk about it in the comments. Enigma says he's a vague demon, like a demon or a devil, like the devil or some type of demonic.
Now, I wonder
I was thinking by the end, I was like, is he an alien? Because of the giant size and then the little, he disappeared. It looked like it was the end, that little fetus version of him looked sci-fi to me. Mm-hmm. It didn't look fantasy.
Yeah,
it looked like a little, I don't know, maybe it could have been an alien.
I think that was less of a decision and more of a, that's what the technology gave them.
It never even entered my mind, that possibility of him being something from outer space. I just always thought he was some type of, like the devil or
they conjured him. Like, I think, you know.
think they conjured him?
On accident, but yeah, I think that they called out into the ether, into the nether, into whatever he came from.
Oh, because that's right. They had that little moment where they were talking about the perfect
man.
Yeah.
And I just like I said, I think that it was this well-crafted, fantastical, witchy, you know.
You also just don't see like harem-y things in cinema very often.
Right.
Like this kind of relationship type thing, you just never see. You almost never see it in film. So I'm kind of curious. Even, you know, I imagine that's partially because of studios not wanting to do it. So it's like I'm curious how this movie even got made in the first place. I'd love to learn a little bit more about that. Okay, so we got 5.81 from the audience. I'm going to give this one a 7.
I'm giving it an 8.
Oof, 8.
Okay, I'm giving it a 3.
3.
I didn't like it.
That's so...
and here's the thing, and I'll tell you what. Maybe if I had watched this before I watched The Fly, I would... The scores would be transposed. Because by the time I got to this, I was so ready for these movies to be done because I was just like, I'm just not super happy about the selection this time. I wasn't in love.
Mine was skewed the other way because I really did not like The Fly, and so maybe I was just lapping up this as a.
Okay, it was like a palate cleanser for you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I probably enjoyed it more when I was younger, but like I said, I just remember being really unimpressed with it, thinking it was going to be so much more witchy and exciting and thrillery, and it wasn't. It was just about these girls and this guy. Just like practical magic. It was about the relationship with the girls and their guys. Like, I want something mysterious and thrilling and
it with a cozy. So it's kind of like, I'm like, you know, like I said, like, you know, and that's why it's not like a 10 or something for me, but it was I understood what it was and I appreciated that it stayed there and it was just absurd where it needed to be and focused where it did, you know. I appreciated how it was crafted.
For me, I give it a 7, not so much because I enjoyed it as a movie, but just again, like, craftsmanship goes a long way for me, and this is just really unique.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Beetlejuice is the closest thing I can think of to this movie.
Wait, did you I was trying to post that. Had you had already posted it?
Or Rich or somebody, yeah.
Yeah, or somebody put it up there.
It's no Zardoz, I understand. But yeah, I mean, it's like, I can't think of any, like, even The Craft, right, doesn't come anywhere near what this movie is. I'm not saying in quality, just like in concept.
In what
the two things, it's there's witches in it.
Oh, Sin has seen Death Becomes Her a couple weeks back.
That's what I was popping that up to address. Yes, have seen it. I guess we
also you didn't like that one either, did you?
Yeah.
And I had a similar feeling toward that one where I enjoyed because it kind of had its own little. I mean, I think I liked Witches of Eastwick better though.
Okay. I do too. But yeah, I just love the attempt at trying something new, something that you just don't see in other places. I'm still struggling to think of anything that reminds me of this movie.
I'm super fond.
You mean like harem movies in general?
No, not harem movies in general, but like like just compare this movie with any other movie and say, oh, it's kind of like this. I can't.
Yeah, there's not a good comp.
There really isn't. I can't.
Who wrote this? Can you scroll up, Rich?
Is this was it also George? Oh no,
John Updike and Michael Christ. John Updike wrote the novel.
Oh, this is based on a novel. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I might have known that and then totally forgot.
So what was our ratings? You got an 8, 7, and a 3.
You got a 6 total.
So 6 was our average. Okay.
We're kind of close to the IMDb.
All right. Pretty good. All right. So Witches of Eastwick done. What do we do next month?
Okay,
this is
glad we have time because guys, I'm sorry, we didn't do our homework. We didn't discuss much before.
Well, you know, it wasn't because we were being, you know, there were technical things we had to take care of. Jeff and I had to try to work on a little bit before the live stream, so we just didn't have much time to talk about it.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
now we can.
So we're actually including YouTube releases for this next one because we don't have many things releasing on Audible or Soundbooth. But we do have Sarah King's Vampire Queen. I think that's a good choice to base.
So we should watch all Twilights.
Absolutely not. I refuse.
All the Twilights.
I refuse. I will not.
The full epic movie series. So first thing that comes to mind that's a little on the nose, 30 Days of Night.
We watched that already.
We watched that already. Okay.
Yes.
And that I didn't really like that movie very much. The comic's way better.
There's The Lost Boys.
I've never seen it.
Hey, let's do The Lost Boys.
You haven't seen The Lost Boys?
I've seen it. It's great.
That's in my top 10, y'all.
Any other vampire movies that we can counter with?
There's Near Dark, but that's directed by Catherine Bigelow.
Have you seen Let the Right One In?
Yes, that's.
I
dark
love
too.
that movie.
Okay, I've seen both versions of it.
I like the original language better. What was it, Danish?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen the English language version.
Spanish language Guillermo del Toro Kronos.
And also someone did very true Interview with a Vampire.
There's Interview with the Vampire. There's also the Blade movies. The first two are the best.
Yeah.
There's a lot of vampire stuff to choose from.
I think Interview with a Vampire makes more sense than Blade. I think that's a good contender against Lost Boys. So let's revisit those. Those two.
I'll write them both down.
Come back.
Yes,
okay.
Cool.
All right.
But I not terribly long ago saw Interview with. But of course, I've watched Lost Boys so many times. But whatever. I'm gonna write them both down. Okay.
I've seen both of them. I love both of those movies. Okay. What else?
Then we have Shoot the Messenger, Arenia 1, and Demon Card Enforcer as other possible.
So Demon Card Enforcer, that's a gangster lit RPG with cards. So Detective Pikachu was one that I thought of that we might do.
That is just not a connection I would have ever made for some reason.
Card game, lit RPG, detective. You know,
Underworld is a good vamp movie. Sorry, I'm still stuck on vamps. I love vamps.
Yeah, that one's a little too action.
It's definitely action.
To fit with Vampire Queen.
Let's see.
Let's wait. What
no, we will not.
Gangster films.
Can we do Goodfellas?
So I was talking about The Gentleman and Wrath of Man. Some of the other Guy Ritchie gangster stuff because he does a lot of gangster stuff. I think we brought up Heat, and then we brought up Goodfellas.
We just watched The Outfit not too long ago, like a couple months ago.
Oh, The Outfit! Oh,
our friend Jonathan McLean wrote it, or was a writer on it.
You saw it, Ryan?
Yes, I loved it. I saw it with Jeff.
It's so good. I'm going to live stream with him at some point in the not too distant future. We're going to have a discussion about that. I just want to go have him tell me everything from start to finish because it's such an interesting story.
It is, yeah.
The American with George Clooney as a hitman. Haven't seen it, and I don't even.
Let's take a little peek.
Remember if I've seen that either.
But to be fair, and I'm sorry to say this, everyone, I haven't seen Goodfellas, so.
I think I've seen Goodfellas, but I don't think I've seen Heat. Wait, The American. Maybe I don't remember. Honestly, don't remember. I'm getting it confused with another movie, I think. I have not seen The American. Is he a gangster or just a hitman?
Assassin hides out in one last
Enigma says it's not mob.
Oh, well, neither really is Demon Card.
Hitman Enforcer.
Crime oriented.
He's
it's
hitman,
like noir crime.
Oh, have you seen the Michael Fassbender movie, The Killer?
Yes, it's way too good. We cannot do that one.
Okay. So are we looking at Hitman movies?
Fucking study in amazing.
Well, then why don't we
Are we looking at
why don't we engage in some really good ones? Because we're not here to tear the films down.
Yeah,
that's not the point of what
Jeff,
we do.
I really want to watch stuff that I enjoy.
Yeah,
sure, but The Killer is just too good. It's like, what do we say? Yeah, it's really good. Next movie. I don't know. Like, what the fuck do we say?
In my review, I went on at length as to the things I liked about it. So a lot can be said about things that you like.
So true, and I also haven't seen it. And that's like the theme of today. I haven't seen anything apparently.
Okay. So hold on.
So what about the okay, what is this? The Godson? Interesting. 60s movie. We haven't done much. Oh, this is French? Yeah. Never heard of this one. It'd be cool to do more stuff from the 60s.
See, Amanda, you're right. Like, I should suggest movies that I like, but I would rather take the opportunity to watch movies I haven't seen.
Have you guys seen In Bruges?
Yep.
Oh, no.
It's really good.
It's so good.
It's really good. It's hilarious.
I'm looking up gangster movies, y'all. So
The Departed is really good, but if we were gonna do Scorsese, we should just do Goodfellas.
Because I have seen Departed, and it is amazing.
Not hugely crazy about Scorsese. I did like The Departed, though. I don't want to see The Irishman. I'm just looking. I'm looking at a bunch of gangsters.
The Irishman's okay. It's
have you guys
good.
Seen it? I've seen it. I don't like it. Have you?
I didn't like The Irishman either.
Get Carter. That's Michael Caine.
Huh. I think
I don't know. I have not seen it.
Contenders. I like that we got us narrowed down in the first category. So what are our top contenders in Demon Card Enforcer? In Bruges, the Killer,
The American, and I wrote down Get Carter, but we don't have to.
I don't even know what the American is besides George Clooney.
He's a hitman, apparently.
In Italy for one last assignment. I would say,
if we want to stick with
The Gentleman, I saw like a couple months ago.
Wrath of Man. Have you guys seen Wrath of Man?
I have not.
Okay.
And that's Guy Ritchie?
That's Guy Ritchie, but it does not feel like a Guy Ritchie film. It was based on I think maybe a French novel, and it's got Jason Statham in it, but it's not your typical...
and Josh Hart.
Wait, no. You're thinking Operation Fortune.
No, I'm not. I'm looking at it right here, sweets.
Josh Hartnett was not in Wrath of Man.
Yes, he is, Fo, right there.
I can't see that for one thing.
No,
but
just open your own IMDb.
Listen, Linda. I saw
Linda.
I saw Wrath of Man many times. I don't ever recall Josh Hartnett being in Wrath of Man.
Then he's Boy Sweat Dave.
Rich, can you look it up on here?
Okay, it says he is, but I don't remember who the hell he is.
Color, who the
okay, anyway, Wrath of Man is good. It's not your typical Jason Statham. It's not your typical Guy Ritchie. Mm-hmm. Maybe because it's based on a book and it's not something Ritchie himself wrote. I enjoyed the heck out of it.
2021.
Yes, I saw it on the big screen twice, I think.
Okay.
All right, so you've seen most of these. Would you think what is the best experience for us? The Wrath of Man, In Bruges, or The Killer?
Ooh.
I would put Goodfellas in place of The Killer.
I like all of them. I like all of the ones you mentioned specifically. As far as if I had to pick between those four, I would not pick Goodfellas just because I'm not crazy about Martin Scorsese and his mob stuff. It's probably a great film. I think I did see it decades ago. Mm-hmm. But those ones you listed, Ryan, all three of them are good.
Hey, Amanda.
In Bruges is a little bit comedic. Yeah, I know. Just looked. I totally don't remember him, but he was in another one with Jason Statham, directed by Guy Ritchie, that was a complete letdown. But In Bruges is comedic. It's like a dark comedy. Mm-hmm. The Killer, not really comedic, and neither is Wrath of Man
at all.
Yeah, and they're all.
I'm gonna vote Wrath of Man because I haven't seen it, and I love Guy Ritchie.
Okay,
I was gonna vote In Bruges because I know you didn't want Killer. Because that one, if it's that good, I kind of wanted to vote for that one, but I understand you not wanting to do that one.
I'm fine with
The Killer. I will watch
those.
that anytime. Like it's so good.
Okay.
It's David Fincher.
Yep, which love him.
And being fucking precise, like you were saying,
as he always is. Yeah.
He is just flawless.
The fight choreography in there.
Oh my god,
was very impressive because it didn't look like it was choreographed. Mm-hmm. That's when you know it's good.
That fist fight.
That fight with the big, huge guy in the house, holy cow. That was really good. It was really good.
Let's do Wrath of Man.
I am totally fine with Wrath of Man. Love the heck out of that movie.
Ryan, we'll watch The Killers
on separately. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We don't need a review thing.
But In Bruges is good too. I think we could we should keep that in our back pocket.
Yeah.
At some point.
Because there's going to be a Demon Card Enforcer 4. I don't know. Yeah.
It's so much fun. I did not know I was going to like it as much as I did, and it was really good. Colin Farrell.
Okay. What are the other two book choices that?
Shoot the Messenger or Renia 1.
Okay, so Shoot the Messenger is a reverse harem sci-fi fantasy. So I don't know what to compare that to.
We don't have to go
Zardoz, maybe.
No, absolutely not. Stop it. You're giving me PTSD with that nonsense. We don't have to go the harem part. Okay? Witches of Eastwick had harem stuff in it, even though Homesteader does not.
Fae in space.
Okay.
Science fiction with fae.
Let's see.
I mean, what's that animated show on Netflix that's based on a video game, but you totally don't need to have any experience with that video game to enjoy it? Arcane?
Oh, I've heard of that.
That's the best thing I can think of that might fit it. But that's a whole TV show.
That's a series. Oh shoot. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And what's the other one besides Shoot the Messenger?
Llama of Ill Repute. We got Zardoz already, and we're never getting it again. If you want to see what we thought about that absolutely fantastically terrible movie, you can find it on one of our other live streams.
Hidden masterpiece. Okay, so what was the other one besides Truth the Messenger?
Arinia.
So family movie, isekai,
Ugh.
lit
Okay.
RPG. Isekai doesn't mean lit RPG. Isekai just means portal fantasy.
It's okay. It was just like
You're
I was thinking that's
abandoned.
very specific, so I was trying to think of something that was going to fit in.
As in, okay, a family gets teleported to some strange land.
So can it would sci-fi classify?
Oh yeah,
Or does it
it
have
could.
to be fantasy. Okay, so
Yeah, it doesn't
family
matter.
sci-fi or family or family fantasy.
Sci-fi, fantasy, family films.
Well, no, that's not really family. But I was gonna say the Adam Project with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, there's. I don't think they.
There's a very
teleport to
strong. Well, he travels in time.
He does travel in time. Yes.
But I just thought that was a really fun movie.
It was fun. I enjoyed that. It was good.
Which one?
It's called
Adam Project.
Adam. Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
It was like a straight to Netflix sort of thing, but well done.
Jumanji. Didn't we do Jumanji recently though?
No, we never did Jumanji. And are you talking
Really?
the Robin Williams one?
Yes, the
or
real
the
one.
Rock one.
Yeah.
The real one, yes.
Jumanji, it's right. They are transported. Movies.
Jumanji would be a great one, actually. Let's put that up there.
I think it probably would be.
And if we wanted to go,
My only problem with that is I saw it so recently, but I would see it again. Yeah, I don't know. I love that movie.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Transported to another world movies. Well, there's Labyrinth.
I was gonna say Labyrinth.
There's
Yeah, but it's
Narnia.
just that's just one person.
Okay.
This has to be families. Okay, groups
Yeah, it has
of
to be a
people.
family.
Well, there's Narnia, the Narnia movies.
Okay.
That's a bunch of kids.
Obviously, Stardust.
Haven't seen that.
The last Starfighter, someone said. Enigma said.
Didn't we just watch that?
I thought we did.
No,
did.
we were thinking. No, that was not. Oh yeah, that was the last Starfighter.
We watched the last Starfighter. Yeah, there's Coco, except it's just a little boy.
Oh my gosh, that movie made me like heave sob. That's probably my favorite Pixar movie.
So you know what's really sad about Coco came along at a terrible time. My mom had just been diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, yeah.
And then my husband's mother died. Right around the time we watched
what that
this.
Whole thing is about.
Yeah, it's about death. I mean,
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful movie, and I love it. But boy, what a terrible time to watch it. Yeah, it was
no kidding.
not good.
So is that something you don't want to revisit then?
Oh no, I'm fine to revisit it. Arturo has never watched it because of all of those things associated with it. But it's a beautiful movie. But it's only the kid that's transported. So if we're thinking about groups of people, probably.
But
Jumanji.
I'm also but it is a very family oriented. So the
Last
family
Action Hero.
Who cares?
That's the kid.
Didn't we just do that one? We did that one recently.
I don't
or at least
remember
last
that
year or something.
Are you sure we did that?
Yeah,
one?
we definitely did Last Action Hero.
Okay, don't remember that. Blank.
I kind of like the idea of it being a more like heartfelt family sort of thing. Like I like the idea of Iron Giant, that people have been saying, or Coco.
Yeah, but those I don't
Enchanted.
know what isekai there is about Iron Giant.
The Iron Giant. He's literally isekai to us.
Yeah, that's not
from another place.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is still isekai, and it is a very family oriented. Like I don't know if we're gonna get like a perfectly specific, but we never actually end up usually.
So Enchanted is another one where Cinderella or whoever, whatever, she gets transported. Did you guys ever see that? Amy Adams? Okay. Jumanji's probably the closest.
True.
Or one of the Narnia movies. A group of more than one go to this other place.
I don't think I've seen any of the Narnia movies, except there was this one made-for-TV one from the 90s that I watched.
The only one I saw was the first of the modern ones, the one with Liam Neeson as Aslan. So
and Spaced Invaders.
That one, no, that's a family of aliens that land on Earth, and it's a pretty funny movie, but it doesn't fit. I don't know. I like Jumanji. I felt like there was something else that you got. What was that? Zarutra?
No, I was talking about something else. Oh,
Zathura?
That's where the kids and either like the older sister or babysitter get like plopped into space.
So that's more than one person.
And more than one person, I guess. But
yeah,
Jumanji probably fits the best.
I would say my votes are just Coco or Jumanji because I just think Coco's so French and good.
Does it center around a family?
The whole thing is about family values. Yes, it's about this Mexican family and the lineage and the like what you take lineally from your family and like break tradition and where to honor tradition. And he is isekai'd into like the land of the dead. It's like very Dia de los Muertos.
Oh yeah, I've seen that movie. Yeah. It's really good,
right?
Oh
yeah,
yeah. It's only one kid, so I mean I don't know how specific you want to be. If you really want to be a stickler for it to be multiple.
I want to get the family dynamic, not the.
There's Journey to the Center of the Earth. They're not transported through a portal, but they go to this other place.
I've never seen a Journey into the Center of the Earth. I'm sure that's a movie that's been made many times.
Well, the one I was looking at was the newer one from 2008. It's not they're not great, but I'm just going through a list of things here.
Isn't there another? What's that Danger Will Robinson movie?
Isn't that Lost in Space?
Lost in Space.
There's Hook.
Okay, that's very family. Yeah. And it's
I'm down for that. We get it.
Okay.
Okay. Robin Williams or Robin Williams?
Or Coco.
Right? Hook or Jumanji?
Oh, I forgot. I didn't even put that together. yeah.
Okay.
So Hook, Jumanji, or Coco? I just wrote those three.
Oh, I'm the most torn on this one because would love to see Jumanji again. Haven't since I was a kid.
It's been a long time since I've seen
500 times. I've seen it so many times. In fact, I watched it last year.
But
I'm fine to watch it again.
Let's do Jumanji then.
Okay.
We've all seen it, right?
I have seen it. Yes, it's just been for this particular one. It's been many, many, many years since I've seen it. So Jumanji for that. We decided Wrath of Man for Demon Card, but we have not decided on the vampire one, y'all.
Let's do Lost Boys.
So that
or Interview for the Let's do Lost Boys.
It's between those two. I know
my favorite.
I've seen Interview with the Vampire more recently, so yeah, let's do Lost Boys.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And one that's going to make Sin super happy. I love that.
Yeah. I love this
Lost
movie,
Boys,
you guys.
Wrath of Man and Jumanji.
Great.
You're a creature of the night, Michael. You're a goddamn shit-sucking vampire. You wait till Mom finds out, buddy.
Go off, sis. All right. Fierce. I'm so excited. What a great grouping.
Such a fun movie. Yeah. It's so 80s. Love it, love it, love it.
All right, guys. You
heard all for joining us for that and giving all your suggestions and helping us percolate. Let us know if you landed on some good ones and do your homework, please.
Jumanji from the 90s.
Yeah, the Robin. Yes, exactly.
Lost Boys and Wrath of Man.
From the 80s and Wrath of Man from the very recent years.
Go do it, guys. See you next month. Thank you.
I love you all.
Bye.
Where's the thing?